We're back for the second half of our show.
Don't forget about DeJean White Insurance Agency, located at 634 South Union Street.
Oh, I got a couple of little zippers for you, man. One of them says, one day Pierre went to Boudreaux's house, and Boudreaux was working on a jigsaw puzzle. A year later, Pierre visits Boudreaux, and Boudreaux's still working on the puzzle. Another year after that, he went to Boudreaux's, he was still working on the puzzle. So he says, Pierre, I'm so proud of myself, I finally finished that puzzle. It only took me 2 years. Pierre says, well, Boudreaux, he said, I don't think that it should take you that long. Boudreaux said, man, Pierre, he said, I think I did pretty good. It says there on the box, jigsaw puzzle, 6 to 12 years. They're talking about 6 to 12-year-olds, Daniel. He thought it was 6 to 12 years to get it done. And then Thibodeau told Boudreaux, he said, you got the parrot I sent you for your birthday? Boudreaux said, yeah, it was good. Thibodeau said, you ate that parrot? Thibodeau said, well, yeah, I ate it. It was good.
It was good.
Thibodeau said that bird spoke 5 different languages. Boudreaux said, well, he should have said something. We got a few pictures for you folks who want to show to you on the screen here, some pictures, and some of you may have seen them last week, but they did not get aired with our show because we had a little problem there. And this is Greg Bordelon, his beautiful daughter, Caroline, at their wedding, and you know, I was fortunate enough to go to their wedding, and this is where they were dancing, and this is where they were cutting it. This is the LSU Stadium, the cake.
LSU Stadium.
There's another picture of it. That was a beautiful cake. They had all the dorm rooms around it, you know, and dormitories and whatever. Look at this cake. Wow. That's another cake they had.
That's another one.
7-layered cake, man.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, this is a picture of an elephant who got a little disgruntled. Watch this. There he goes. He don't like that car. That car didn't put on his blinker or something. Look at him. He's pushing on that car.
He got one side of it up.
Look, he's not through yet. Watch. Look at this elephant, folks. There he goes. He flipped it in the bushes. Oh, man. I bet those people inside were scared to death. Here's a picture of the floodgates.
That must have been a terrible.
At Morgan's.
That's the Morgan's, yeah.
Yeah, look at the water.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah,
Floating
man.
water, boy.
Here it comes. Water, water, water.
Well, that's some water. Water like that could almost knock you out.
Look at the water, man. It's flooding.
Knock you out cold.
They got those gates open. That's what we're going through here, and there's a picture of the locks themselves. That's what we're going through here in South Louisiana, folks. Look at that. Look at the water as far as you can see. Ooh, Lord. And that's something. Wonder what all those fish were doing in there.
Boy, that's something. Oh, them fishes, boy, they're trying to find a way away from all that water.
Oh, no. We're going to get y'all some pictures of the wildlife in there, too.
That's some heavy, heavy current.
That's right. Yeah.
That's just about to go over that level.
I know, man. That's a lot of water. And the game, the bear, and the deer, and the alligators, and all that stuff.
Yeah, according to the news, they got every animal in the world there.
I know. And then we got alligators laying on the bank for as far as you can see on the bottom of the levee to get out of that water. We ought to go pick them up and dump them in the Rio Grande. Get them some Mexican food, huh? I tell you what, if you put all those alligators in the Rio Grande between the United States and Mexico, you get rid of a lot of problems for nothing.
You sure would.
You know, all these high fences and all. Tell you what, to put those alligators in there, they ain't gonna jump in that river, huh?
That's for sure.
Man, I gotta tell you what happened the other night. I was laying in bed, it was about 3:30 in the morning. And I could hear something on my back porch. I got some porches on the back and the front of my house. And I could hear something on the back porch making a noise, so I started thinking. I said, we had a front coming in that night, so I figured the wind was maybe blowing this red-looking bush I have on the corner of my house by my bedroom and making it hit the post on maybe the porch or something.
Is that right?
So I waited for a while, and I kept listening. I could hear. It was a distinct sound. I mean, it was. You could tell it wasn't a bush, and I couldn't hear any wind anyway. So I got out of bed. I got my pistol, and I went out and I looked out on my porch, and there was must have been 50 or 60-pound coons eating. And mate wasn't home. My little lab, my little granddog, he wasn't home. There was 2 great big old coons. You should have seen how big they were, fat, and they were eating in mate's food.
No kidding.
Yeah, I have this feeder for my dog, folks, and what it is you open a hatch on the top and you could pour a sack of food in it, and it goes down this chamber and it goes to the bottom.
And coon that done got hold to it.
And you push the door open on the bottom, and the dog can eat. And then when he gets all he wants to eat and leaves, it shuts. Those coons figured that out quick, how to get in there. So they were eating all his food. So I walked down on the porch. I said, I bet if May was here, y'all wouldn't be eating his food. And boy, they looked at me and they took off running. One of them had stood up to look at me. And when I started talking, they took off. So the next day, about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening, I walked down on the porch, and they were there again.
There again, that good old food.
Oh yeah, they took off running again. But then mate came home, and as long as and I moved that feeder over by his cage, you know. So he sleeps right there during the night, and his feeder's right there in front of him. So they're not gonna get it now.
They never came back.
Not that I know of. Of course, knowing mate, he's a little Labrador puppy, a white lab,
He gonna cut up a lot. He gonna cut up a lot.
He'd probably make friends with the coons and play with them.
You can't ever tell. You're right. You can't ever tell.
But them coons can put away some food, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm telling you, they weigh 50 or 60 pounds. They're huge.
They knock that food
I've never
down,
seen coons so big. It's probably the mama and the daddy, huh?
Yeah, probably so. They took care of some good eating there.
I know. I'm gonna have to cook that, huh?
That's good eating too now.
Oh yeah, coons, yeah. Oh yeah. But anyway, I went to the Scraps Nursery this week, and I saw Jim and Peggy and Mr. Ralph Bernard and Frenchie Fontenot. Mr. Ralph said he listens to the show. Frenchie listens.
Sure enough.
And of course, Jim and Peggy do too, and they have their nursery out there over there. Boy, they got some stuff at Jim's nursery.
They're on 199.
I-49.
I-49.
You know, across from Doctor's Hospital.
Oh, that's where they're at now.
Yeah, the big nursery.
Yeah.
They got some stuff over there.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed this guy got some big old mobile home there too.
That's for Dale Prudhomme.
Dale Prudhomme, yeah, I hadn't seen him. I got to stop talk with Dale. Yeah, I used to talk with him all the time.
Dale Prudhomme.
He got some more big motor home. Yeah, he got that for sale now. Go ahead, Dale.
Was that his?
No, I believe he's got that for sale.
He's leased it or something.
I guess so.
But it must be hard to sell motorhomes this time. This time in the economy, $4 a gallon for gas. But gas is going down 55 cents a gallon.
Yeah.
It's going to be going down. So
I hope so.
That's a good sign.
They sure tearing up my pocket enough.
Hey, you remember them 2 nice-looking ladies that were in the office the other day?
2 ladies.
And they were talking about how they watch our show, and that's how they got to buy their insurance from us. Because they saw us on the show, and they wanted to come and buy insurance from us because of the show. You remember that?
The show, yeah.
You remember their names?
No, I don't remember their name.
Lily McMillan? Lily Girl.
Sure enough.
Yeah, and the other one is Miss Wellery.
Miss Wellery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so anyway, we were talking and laughing and cutting up in the office. And
where they from? Appaloosa?
Yeah.
Sure enough.
And they were saying, look, we watch you, Salt and Pepper, Mr. Daniel White. He said, we watch y'all cutting up on a TV. So I said, oh yeah, we like to raise a little hell sometimes. So, yeah.
Thank them for, tell them I said thanks for looking and coming to our show and coming to our business.
That's it. I got a little something I thought, an article. It's an old article, and some of you probably seen it already. But I thought this was interesting. The Reverend Al Sharpton held a press conference today to blast Tiger Woods for the lack of diversity among his mistresses. Sharpton claims that the lack of African-American women among Woods' harem will have a negative effect on the black community, specifically young black girls. Yeah, that's what it says. It says, why is it that a man who calls himself black can bring himself to cheat on his wife with a black woman?
Oh, Lord.
How come he can't bring himself to cheat on his wife with a black woman, he said. He was speaking to a group of supporters in Harlem.
Oh, yeah?
When he was saying that, yeah, he said, what does it say to young black girls everywhere when you pass them over? Shame on you, Tiger Woods. What would your daddy say? That's what it said. It said, Sharpton, who has a long championed taking black women as mistresses, said that today's black athletes need to stop neglecting black women when it comes to extramarital affairs and should follow the examples of positive black role models such as Jesse Jackson and Martin Luther King Jr., both of whom cheated on their wives with black women. Sharpton also stressed that cheating with African-American women would help the black community financially by giving black girls a chance to sell their stories to tabloids and gossip magazines. Added Sharpton,
story,
I'm not asking you to not cheat on your wives. I'm just asking you to give back to your community, to your own community. I cannot believe this went on, man. This article, unbelievable. Anyway,
I want to give a little notice to people with children. All the little children to be walking down the street during the summer. They're gonna be out of school, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all be careful how y'all drive around these kids, because I noticed yesterday they were playing in the street. And
don't let your kids play in the street, please.
And they can get hurt. Please give your children good advice to stay off the street, ladies and gentlemen.
There was 4 up in the middle of the street the other day in Indian Hills.
Yeah.
I had to stop and
that's what happened to me yesterday.
Yeah.
They wouldn't get out the street, you know.
No, folks. Let me tell y'all something. DeJean White Insurance, we got some insurance for you.
Oh yeah. All kind of insurance, all the rates you can have, we got it.
Yeah, we've worked some really good customers. We've got customers that came in.
Been around, it's gone on 29 years now. I figured it out the other day. It's 29 years.
Yeah. So come in and let us give you a quote on your insurance.
We ain't
if we can help you
nowhere.
anyway, we'll be glad to. It doesn't cost anything.
You can
DeJean White, we'll see you next week.
At the same time, ladies and gentlemen.